All right, guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is when you watch this video, just make it apply. Once again, of course, I can't show my face. I won't be able to show my face for a full year because I just got initiated into Ifa. I was crowned Oya. So, hey, this is what you got to get used to for the next couple of months. All right, guys, remember, this is a general reading for Gemini. So, if it, the one thing about it is that it's not going to resonate with every Gemini. If it doesn't resonate, please watch another reading that is in your chart. So if your rising sign is a Virgo, watch the Virgo video. If your descendant sign is a Pisces, watch the Pisces video. And if you want, specific information, just sign up for a reading. You can reach out to me on Instagram, which my information is going to be down below in the bio. You can reach out to me on Instagram and book an appointment. All right, guys, let's get up in this reading now. Let's see what this month is going to look like for Gemini. All right, things are already starting to come out extremely fast for Gemini. All right, let's see what the weeks are going to look like. The 4 weeks of June. Let's see what they are going to look like. All right. First week looking good. Let's see what the second week is going to look like for Gemini. All right, second week is still pretty good. What is the third week going to look like for Gemini? Third week. Last week is going to look like for Gemini. What is the last week? All right. Using an imagination card at the bottom of the deck. It's the Hermit card. Let me go ahead and get the runes to see what stone you're gonna get so that we can get a really good, clear message. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, spirit guides. Thank you, Ogun. Allow this to be a blessed message of what it is that Gemini needs to hear. I say amen. All right. We have our stone. All right, so the stone that you have is a really good stone. It talks about justice. It talks about self-sacrifice. It talks about like that spirit of a warrior, and it talks about divine spinner, which is kind of like the Wheel of Fortune card, where it's saying that things are divinely moving. So the more we get into this reading, it's going to really clarify what specifically the stone is talking about. So let's go ahead and get into this reading, Gemini. your overall reading, your overall energy, you have the moon card, which talks about illusions, and you have the ace of cups, which talks about love. And so there's a possibility. Let's see what the clarifiers is going to say, because it could be one or two things. This could be a love that you don't know about, or this could be something that you're connected with that is tricking you in some type of way. Okay, you have the Two of Wands, which indicates growth of personal power and courage. You will command the respect and authority of others, embrace all new adventures. Research carefully before you make a decision. Okay, so definitely with the Two of Wands, one of the things with the Two of Wands, it tells you to research carefully before making a decision. And so with the moon card representing an illusion, that there could be, an illusion, something that's not, illusion, something that's not really there, like trickery, manipulation. There's a possibility that there might be something coming in that's going to be some trickery. It's definitely going to be some trickery. Somebody is going to present themselves as maybe a lover. Maybe this is a lover coming back. Somebody is going to present themselves as love, but it's not that. This is nothing but an illusion. This is going to be nothing but trickery for you. And so this is definitely a time for you to be extremely careful, Gemini. You really want to make sure that you're not instantly meeting somebody and falling in love so quickly. That, you want to make sure that you take the time and really get to know people, and you follow through with that process when it comes to dating, so that you're not left with some mess. You have your crossing energy, which is the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords is just talking about, number one is telling you to claim. And with the Six of Swords, being here, it's specifically telling you, to me, this is going to be a time that you claim yourself, because, it's like, and I think that's exactly why the stone this year as well, where it's like, don't self-sacrifice, because it's a possibility you might have some type of defense mechanism that you're constantly in your head, like, you're constantly in your head, kind of like defeating yourself. That, like if something don't work out, it's like, oh, I knew it. I'm always messing things up, and it's like, no, this was just not for you, so it's like, no, don't self-sacrifice. Don't make yourself, don't make yourself the victim here. It's like, if it didn't work out, it just didn't work out. You have the Emperor as a clarifier that talks about a loving relationship between a father and son, and it talks about how you are the master of your emotions and you have leadership abilities. The Emperor also talks about realization. You have the Nine of Swords here, which talks about grief, emotional pain, and depression. You have the King of Pentacles here, which indicates, the King of Pentacles, it talks about, number one, it talks about someone that's stable, because the one thing about the King of Pentacles have money. That's the one thing about the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is very methodical, and so the King of Pentacles is definitely a deal maker and a risk taker. This is somebody that can be extremely successful. And then you have the Devil, which the Devil is all encompassing of all negative energy. And so looking at this, looking at the clarifiers, this is definitely I would say a relationship where, one person, which would be the emperor, somebody is doing a lot of crying in this relationship. Somebody is going through a lot of emotional pain when it comes to this relationship. And maybe this is you, Gemini, or maybe you're the other one. But here you have one person in a relationship that is going through a lot of pain, but then you have the other person in a relationship that is being that devilish energy, that is being extremely selfish right now, that is doing the things the way that they want to do it. That, it's really at this time, it's not about you. They're always, this is somebody, like I said, they're very methodical. This person is going to end up being a risk taker, where, a risk taker to me, where it's like, this is the beginning of the relationship and they're already doing things as if like we have been in this relationship for 10 years and we're secure. Like maybe, you just met this person and maybe they're already talking about like, hey, we need to spice up our relationship. How about we do a threesome? How about we do this? And you're like, wait a minute, what? It's like like, how do we need to spice up our relationship? We just met. Like we haven't even been messing around with each other for more than a month. So, definitely this energy is the one that you need to watch out for. And maybe, you might be swept away because of the fact that this person has money, because this person has pentacles. And, that could be a personality trait in them of why they feel that they can just do whatever they want to do. It's like, oh, please, I got this, I got that. You need me. But definitely there is going to be a lot of grief here. Your crowning energy is making it clear that this needs to be an ending. You have the Seven of Swords, which talks about a loss. And if that's not clear enough, you have the Death card, which talks about an ending and transformation. And then you have the High Priestess, which is telling you that, look, baby, you need to have a little bit more wisdom. You need to allow wisdom to come into this situation and reign. And so definitely, Gemini, this is a relationship. This is a relationship that maybe it just started, maybe it's getting ready to start, that that it's not for you. And it's like you staying in a relationship like this, that it's just like what the stone said. This is self-sabotage. You know that it's not for you. You're only just self-harming yourself by staying in this connection. You have the Eight of Cups, which talks about disappointment and being dissatisfied. That's the clarifier for this. And it's like, okay, are we staying in this relationship because maybe it's status? Maybe it's like, I prayed for, somebody with money because it fits my lifestyle better. And or maybe it's like, oh, I gotta stay with this person because if I don't stay with them, I'm never gonna get anybody better. I don't know what the case is, but it's like you're holding on to something that's not serving your highest good. It's just not, and so it's like, why keep holding on to this? So the Seven of Swords, it talks about a loss. So a loss is going to occur. Hopefully, because at the end of the day, we can prevent some of this stuff from happening. So hopefully a loss will occur, and that is going to end up going into the Death card, which is going to end up being the transformation for you, and you're going to have wisdom. And that wisdom is going to be that you're not satisfied. It's like when this thing break up, don't, miss the person in one day and then try to bring it back together when this is not serving your highest good. Let's look into the month. The first month of June, you have the Three of Pentacles, which talks about you being recognized. You being recognized, it could be that this is the time that this lover is going to come in. But like I said, this lover is coming with a lot of, trickery energy. You have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is someone that's warm, caring, has a really nice personality. This person is extremely friendly and outgoing. You have the Sun card, which is the happiest card in the deck. It talks about you being extremely happy. And then you have the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords, it talks about an individual that can intimidate others. So, that's one of the characteristics about the Page of Swords, is somebody that can intimidate others. And he challenges them to keep up. This is somebody that, thrives on a lot of different things. So once again, this is talking about like the energy of the risk taker. So with the first week of June, I feel that, especially with the King of Cups, it talks about how you're just a warm, caring person. I wouldn't be surprised if this person recognized you for those characteristics. That they say, hey, you're so warm, nurturing, loving, I love your energy, I love your personality. And now because of that fact, that's when they're going to approach you and maybe want a relationship. And you're going to end up being happy. You're going to say, hey, this is something I want. But at the end of the day, this person is probably going to end up making you feel intimidated. They're going to end up making you feel like you always have to, fight for their love, their attention, and things like that. And that's going to end up being the start of this, relationship that shouldn't be taking place. You have the second week of June, you have the Strength card, which is telling you to just, have strength. Let's see what the clarifier is going to be. I wouldn't be surprised if it's telling you that you need to have strength, because, the week prior, it seemed like you just entered into something that you shouldn't be entering into. So you have, for the clarifiers, you have the Death card and you have the Seven of Cups, which the Seven of Cups, it talks about illusion. It talks about you having this cloudy judgment. And so the second week of June is saying that you need to have strength. And what you need to have strength about is, number one, the Death card. You need to let go. You need to kill this thing. You need to end this thing. What is it that you need to end? You need to end this illusion. You need to end these cloudy judgments, because it's like the second week is like a red light, where it's like you're going the wrong way. You're going the wrong way. And you're going the wrong way because you're connecting with somebody that this is not going to end well. That's not going to end well. It is not going to end well. Kind of everything in this reading is talking about this person that's coming in, and it's like, man, you better be alert. You have the third week that talks about abundance, and it's talking about that there's a potential of abundance. And so you have the Queen of the Ocean with the Seven of Pentacles. And so with that third week, the clarifier that you have for it, you have the Two of Cups, which talks about a new love affair. It talks about, two people coming together. And then you have the Eight of Pentacles, where it's reminding you to pay attention to details, that errors and sloppiness may be your undoing. And so it seemed like the third week, you're going to try to get this rich abundance in this relationship, and it has the potential to get there. But at the end of the day, your clarifiers is telling you that this connection that you're trying to seek, that you're trying so hard to get, you need to be extremely careful. You need to pay attention to details, because I like the wordings is that it said errors and sloppiness may be your undoing. You not seeing this person for who they are, that's going to end up being your undoing. And so it's like you need to be extremely careful. It's like that's the entire theme that is coming through when when it's talking about this person that you're trying to date, it's just keep saying like, be careful, be careful, be careful. So you have the Page of Cups as the last week, which talks about, your imagination. And you have it paired with the Six of Wands, which is talking about dreams and plans are finally being fulfilled. And then you have it paired with the Six of Cups, where it talks about you concentrating on pleasant, happy moments of good times to comfort you in times of trouble. And so the last week is telling me that you're going to spend more time in your head dreaming of plans and stuff being fulfilled, dreaming of good times, but not actually experiencing them in the physical. It's just going to be one of those things in your head that you're going to purposely look for the good. Maybe this person is going to be extremely attractive. Maybe this person is going to have money. This person is going to have something that's going to keep your attention, and you're going to end up keeping something around that's just it's not going to serve your highest good. I don't want to say it's not ever going to serve your highest good, but the beginning of this is very clear that, this is really not going to serve your highest good. The wisdom card that you have is the strong sun moon, and it talks about social invitations. It talks about joy. So I really think that, with your wisdom card, you're going to end up meeting this person. This person is going to end up giving you an invitation. With this in a social invitation, like I said, I really do think, especially with this first week, when it talks about you being recognized, this person is going to see you as someone very warm, nurturing, loving, caring. They're going to see that good side of you, and they like, oh yeah, I want that. And maybe they're going to see it as a weakness, where they're going to say, with this energy, it's going to be easy to manipulate you. It's going to be easy to get what it is that they want. And so with that, it's going to make you happy, but it's telling you, hey, you need to be careful. And I like how, even on the reading of this card, like, it was one of the things that I said earlier in the reading, is that, I would not be surprised if there is going to end up being some type of threesome in this connection, where it's like, maybe when you meet this person, they're gonna sweep you off your feet and stuff like that, and then later you're gonna find out that they're married, and they're gonna tell you, like, oh, the only thing I want you for is just the consistent friends with benefits. I just want you on the side. We can date, we can go out, we can have sex, we can do the whole 9 yards. I just can't be, I just can't be 100% yours. Or just like the scenario I said earlier, where it's like you haven't even been a month in, and this person is already asking you, like, hey, let's add somebody else to this. Let's have somebody add somebody else to spice up this relationship. It's like, no, be careful. I don't, everything about this is telling you to be careful, but you're definitely going to end up getting this invitation, and this person is going to come in. You have, I said the Magician earlier, you have the Hermit card at the bottom of the deck, which is telling you about contemplation. You really need to think about this. This is what you don't see coming. The card at the bottom of the deck is what you don't see coming. And then the crazy part about it is, it's talking about contemplation, and then the next card at the bottom of the deck is the Lover's card. You're going to have to contemplate about a relationship, and that's what this is all about. You're going to have to think about this relationship, and everything so far is just making it seem like this person is going to be extremely sneaky. All right, Gemini, I hope this helped.